Hey guys, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. This is beer review number 2900. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, Merry Christmas. Welcome to beer review number 2900. It's been a long road. Guys, this is Samichlaus, and this comes from Brauerei Schloss Eggenberg. I did this beer 5 years ago on Christmas Day. This was sent to me by William, and the one I had was the small bottle with the foil on it. Now this one is the great big bottle. They're calling this a malt liquor. It's a Doppelbock, a huge Doppelbock, coming in at 14%. So this will be one to have at home for sure, unless you have a designated driver. He sent this to me a while back, and told him I would probably hold it till Christmas, and he said no problem. So William, thanks so much, my friend. I do appreciate it. I enjoyed this beer when I had it the last time. This will only be the second time I've had this beer, but it is a huge Doppelbock, guys. 14%. It was very tasty when I had it, but that was 5 years ago. That was in 2012. So the palate has changed. Don't know if it's going to get quite the grade, or a better grade, a lesser grade, or what we're going to get here. But I figured for Christmas, let's bring out the Samichlaus. So let's get on with this one, guys. I don't want it to be a hugely long video, but it's a special occasion, being Christmas and being beer review 2900 on top of that. I want to thank all my subscribers for all the support over the years. I do appreciate it. You guys keep me going. If it wasn't for you guys sending me beer, it would have probably ended already. So, commercial description here. Let's go over to Untapped. It says brewed only once a year on December the 6th, and like I said, I've had this one for a while, so I don't know if there's any kind of dating on it that tells us what year it is. I will look at it, see anything. I will look once the bottle is empty when I come back on for the final chug, see if I see any kind of dating or anything that's on the bottle that I can see. But if I was guessing, this is not a 2017. I've had it longer than that, since they only printed out on the 6th of December, according to what they're telling me. So it's at least a 2016 or earlier beer. Says here, Samichlaus is aged for 10 months before bottling. It says served with the hearty, robust dishes and desserts, in particular with chocolates, or as an after-dinner drink, or by itself. Yeah, for something of that magnitude, probably a great after-dinner beer to have. So, that's all we need to talk about. We've got 14%. I don't have the ABUs listed anywhere, so it's time. Let's do it. Merry Christmas. All right. A lot of people ask for the hat this time of the year, so and these great big bottles sometimes are hard to get this thing open. There we go. All right. Good looking bottle. The one I had before had a paper label and stuff on it in foil. This one's actually silk screened. It's printed on the bottle. So, and for 14%, let's go down the center and see what we get here, guys. Food pairings for this beer. Cuisine is German. Cheeses are buttery, brie, good Havarti, Swiss, earthy, Camembert, Fontina. Goes well with your chocolate. Well, this thing's trying to cut off. Come on. And it did. It cut off. Electronics. Chaps my ass. Glass water Pilsner, glass Puckle mugs, Stein Seidel. I got my favorite tulip glass, guys. I like using this glass. Y'all probably know that by now. This glass really enhances the aromas of the beers, and it is a very heavy-duty glass, a solid beer glass. A lot of people have went and purchased this glass, and it is my favorite glass by far. This was sent to me as a present by my friend Parrish out in California. I hadn't heard from him in quite a while. And this beer can be sold for a long period of time. There's no reason why you couldn't. Down the center, no head, guys. It is a rich ruby mahogany color. Very, very clear. I can see the light right through it, guys. Not cloudy whatsoever. Definitely a filtered beer. To the nose we go. Big sweetness on this beer, guys. It is very, very sweet. I'm getting hints of caramel, toffee, and molasses. Maybe a hint of some cherries in there. Nice roasted malt. Smells wonderful, guys. It really, really does. I think it's an awesome. At one time, this was the strongest beer that was produced, and now a lot of people have jumped into that ball game. Sam Adams, Brewdog, and a lot of the others producing the most alcohol-laden beer that they can produce. Once you get a 10% or bigger, it's really hard to hide that alcohol booziness. So some do it well, some not so well. So, looks good. Let's dive in, see what we got. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, William. Merry Christmas. Very nice. Definitely getting some cherries. Slight hint of some chocolate, black molasses. Very tasty beer. A very, very tasty beer. Something with a little bit more taste than your typical malt liquor is going to have. You wouldn't want to, most of the malt liquors are like Cobra and Mickey's and some of the other ones. They're produced very cheaply. They're very inexpensive beers you buy at the gas station, convenience stores, to get you drunk, basically. This is not in that category when they're calling it a malt liquor. This is a well-produced beer, probably not using any of those cheap ingredients like the others, corn, rice, or anything. A well-done beer. I would just send them, put a Doppelbock name on the front of it instead of calling it a malt liquor. Wonderful beer, wonderful aroma, wonderful taste. Definitely a sipper. So like I said, probably something you'd want to drink at home, or at least have a designated driver if you're drinking this somewhere out other than home. So, and I don't know if they do any kind of kegs or it's in any bars or brew pubs or anything like that. This comes from across the pond, so I'd be very doubtful if it was available in any kind of kegs around here. Might be wrong on that. Maybe so over there where it's produced. Might be able to get it on draft somewhere. But very tasty beer. And like I said, I did this 5 years ago and thought it was pretty impressive, but palate's changed quite a bit since then. So let's sip on this and see what we end up with. I'll be right back. Hey everybody, I'm back. Been sipping on it for a little while now. This is the 2015 edition. It's written right here on the top of the label here. So 2 years old in the bottle. Very nice, very pleasant. I'm not a typical malt liquor drinker, but this has done very well. Like I said earlier, I wish they'd just put Doppelbock on there instead of malt liquor. I don't consider this a malt liquor. But, you know, it is what it is. A lot of the malt liquor drinkers that drink the Cobras and the Mickeys and all the rest of that garbage beer, as far as I'm concerned, would not pay for what this beer costs. They're looking for something that's high alcohol that they can drink in a paper bag and get their buzz on. And this, I don't consider this in that category. This is a very well-made beer. It's a very pleasant beer. It is a special occasion beer. That's why I saved it for this special occasion. Santa Claus goes very well with the Christmas season. And being Christmas Eve here, very fitting. So William, once again, thanks a bunch, my brother. I do appreciate it, my friend. A very nice beer. I haven't had this beer in 5 years, so still very pleasant. For 14%, the alcohol is fairly well hidden. There is a bit of alcohol, but it's not burning or doing anything crazy like that. Very well made beer. A very pleasant beer. And it being in this great big bottle, as opposed to the one I did back 5 years ago, I don't know what it costs to buy this beer. I'd say it's not a cheap beer to buy here. Coming across the pond and all that stuff, and being in aged 10 months before they bottle it, costs more money for those styles of beer, guys. So let's get on with this. It's Christmas Eve. I got a big day today. I got a lot of people I gotta go. Got a lot of rounds to make. So let's do the final chug. Wonderful aroma. Very nice. A very pleasant beer. A very nice special occasion beer. A great beer to have this time of the year. Samichlaus. Have it around Christmas. That's why they bottle it on the 6th of December and want you to have it. But like they say here, you can age this. Like I said, this is aged very well. 2 years in the bottle on this particular one. So, very nice. The 2017 edition is out. A lot of times I used to do verticals side by side, but when you start getting into this magnitude of a beer and you're trying to do a vertical of 2 different years at a 14% beer, boy, you get your buzz on quick doing 2 14% ABV beers side by side. That's a lot of alcohol to consume. So drink responsibly, guys. That's where I'm going with that. If you're not drinking this at home, have a designated driver. This is a big beer. Doesn't taste like it, doesn't drink like it, but it is. So, with that being said, guys, I still think it's just as tasty as it was when I had it 5 years ago. My palate has changed drastically since then, but I still think it's an A beer, guys. I'm not going to give it an... I'm on the fence between an A minus and an A on this. I feel in a good mood. It's Christmas. I'm going to give it to 9 out of 10 on this one. It does have it printed on there. It's a 2015 edition. It's got the alcohol printed on it, 14%. The IBUs are not critical on this style of beer. I would like to know what it is, but it's not critical. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm feeling very joyous and Christmassy. I'm not gonna take a point away from that. So it's still a 9 out of 10 for me. 14% drinks like a 9 or 10%er. Very well done. Very well done. So, let's run over to Beer Advocate and see what they say. I told you I'm giving it 9 out of 10. 95 for me, right down the middle. That's where I'm going to put it. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 4.02 out of 5. That is their A- scale. I think it's a tad better than that, and that's why I went on ahead and did what I did. It does have the vintage on the bottle. If it didn't have it, I would probably be in the A- category also, but it does say 2015 vintage right on the front. And I know they only bottle this on the 6th of December of every year, so we know this was done bottled on December 6th of 2015. This is Christmas Eve of 2017, so 2 years in the bottle, aged very well, guys. Over to Untappd for our final check-in. They have it at 3.72. That's not even quite to their B plus range. So I disagree with those guys on this one. This is a lot better than a B beer. It is. Even though it says malt liquor on the front, don't let that fool you. It is a very well made beer. So if you've had this particular version, this is a 2015 edition of Samichlaus. Let me know what you think. I enjoyed this. I still think it's just as good as it was 5 years ago, even though my palate has changed considerably since then. A very nice beer. A great Christmas beer to have or share with friends, significant other half, or whatever. She got a glass of this too and enjoyed it too. Very nice. So I got a lot of things I got to do today. Got to get on with it. Got to get the sled out, get the reindeers hooked up, get out and see all you people. So got to get it on. All right, guys. If you had this one, let me know what you think. And till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge. Merry Christmas.